Minecraft is one of the biggest games ever made, but did you know there's more than one Minecraft? And one of them was so bad, it had to be shut down forever. So I played every Minecraft to find out what made some pop and others flop. But before we grab our pickaxes and head to the mines, be sure to leave a like on that video and hit that sub button if you want to see more content like this. Now, let's take a trip back in time, all the way back to 2009. When I first started playing Minecraft back in the day, I had no idea that any game, especially one with graphics like this, could spawn such a remarkable legacy. From building a simple house to venturing to the Nether, it all seemed so mystical. But that was my experience with the finished product, the full release of Minecraft. Many gamers know the long-standing history of Minecraft, but very few know that its original development took less than a week. Marcus Persson, otherwise known as Notch, started working on something he called a cave game in May of 2009, taking inspiration from some of his favorite titles like Infominer, Dwarf Fortress, and Dungeon Keeper. This is a common tactic used by many avid developers, but very few people know that Notch used his own code as the fuel for Minecraft. This is Ruby Dung, an abandoned strategy sandbox game that Notch made in February 2009, just 3 months before his ultimate legacy would be born. Sadly, Ruby Dung has been lost to time, but Notch used its code as fuel for Cave Game, which would eventually become Minecraft. The good news is, some of Ruby Dung's legacy lived on in early Minecraft versions like the textures for grass and stone blocks, which you can see here in this now 15-year-old video from Notch's YouTube channel. Not only does this game look vastly different from what we see now, but certain core gameplay features didn't exist yet. You couldn't even place blocks in this version. Imagine if Notch never added that. No placements, no building, just mining and wandering forever. That almost feels wrong. But thankfully, Notch knew better, and when he released the first version of Minecraft, known as RD 13.2211, players could destroy and place blocks at will. But there was a problem. You know how today's version is technically infinite? Minecraft uses something called procedural generation to make your world seem like it goes on forever. But this version didn't have that. Instead, you had a flat, boring world that was only 256 blocks wide by 256 blocks long. Amazingly, within only a few days, Notch added mobs, saplings, and even cliffs. And on May 16th, 2009, Minecraft as we know it was alive. This was the start of Minecraft Classic, featuring bedrock, sand, water, coal, iron. The resources were endless. Over the next 2 years, Minecraft would evolve into the gameplay we know today, but not without some major changes along the way. By early 2010, Notch introduced infinite world generation, meaning it wasn't just a game. It was an endless universe. Later that year, redstone was added so players could build impossible machines and even computers. Then came the skeleton, zombies, and of course the terrifyingly silent creeper. As multiplayer became more stable, tons of new fans discovered their lifelong obsession, and some even built careers. By the time the beta version was released, the legacy was in full swing. The Nether, beds, weather, even a creative mode was added to let your mind run wild with ideas. After 2 years of constant updates and a growing community, Minecraft was finally ready for its full release in November 2011. And when it dropped, everything changed. In 2011, Minecraft Java Edition was unveiled at Minecon in Las Vegas, featuring keynote speeches from well-known community members building hype in their massive new audience. This version included a wide array of changes, but the biggest was the Ender Dragon. Notch had teased the idea of a main goal for survival mode for years, believing that while survival mode was fun, players needed something more exciting to work toward. The addition of the Ender Dragon gave players a true final boss, a massive test of skill and endurance that turned Minecraft into more than just a sandbox. Java Edition has been an enormous success since its release, selling over 30 million copies and becoming one of the most recognized games in history. But one could argue that Minecraft wouldn't have become the phenomenon it is today without broad accessibility, thanks to the portable Minecraft Pocket Edition. Pocket Edition Alpha launched just a few months before Java's full release, allowing players with nearly any mobile device to explore the blocky world without needing a PC or a console. It was simple, functional, and adapted many of the same features as Java Edition for touchscreens. In fact, Pocket Edition was my first experience with Minecraft. I still have fond memories of staying up late, hammering away on my first edition Kindle Fire. Yeah, I'm old, but that's what got me hooked. From the moment I fumbled awkwardly through that brightly colored world, I knew I had to build a proper PC so I could play the full version, and once I did, I never looked back. From building a simple store on a public server to constructing underground railroads, literally, to finally facing off against the Ender Dragon, I was addicted, and more than a decade later, I still go back and play from time to time, but like a lot of people, I get that familiar 2-week itch. I log in, I build a house, I explore a fresh seed, optimize everything, and then I stop. This is something a lot of players felt early on. Once guides, let's plays, and general discovery laid everything out, Minecraft started to lose some of its mystery. Minecraft was still great, but it was fading over time. Until the community got involved. Skilled developers and passionate fans realized they could take this simple, captivating indie game and make it even better. Modding became the hot new thing shortly after the full release, leading to some of the most game-changing developments ever, and all for free. To be fair, modding technically existed before the full release, but it was relatively simple compared to what we have now. Today, you have entirely new games within Minecraft. The community turned the blocky sandbox into a blank canvas for massive storylines, complex machinery, new mobs, and anything else they could imagine. Modding didn't just extend the game's life, it made Minecraft immortal. Mojang knew they had something big unfolding right before their eyes. So just a few short months after Java Edition released, they brought in some help and did something iconic. 2012 was an interesting year all around. The Mayan calendar was coming to an end, Kony 2012 became one of the largest social movements online, and everyone was posting pictures of their food on Instagram. But arguably the most important thing to happen that year was the release of Minecraft for the Xbox 360. This changed everything. In May 2012, Minecraft made the leap from PC to console with the release of Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition, and it was a massive success. Developed by 4J Studios instead of Mojang, this version was carefully optimized to run on console. Since the original Java Edition was built in, well, Java, which isn't ideal for consoles, 4J Studios rebuilt the game in C++ just for the Xbox 360. But porting Minecraft wasn't just a simple copy and paste job. The developers made key changes to make things feel natural on consoles. They added split-screen multiplayer for up to 4 local players, which is perfect for couch co-op. They integrated online multiplayer through Xbox Live, and they added an easy-to-follow tutorial mode, welcoming new players into the game. Despite some limitations like smaller world sizes compared to Java Edition, the Xbox 360 Edition retained Minecraft's magic, quickly becoming a beloved entry point for many new players. In fact, this version was so successful that it sold over 1 million copies within its first 5 days, and eventually introduced millions of console gamers to Minecraft who might never have experienced it otherwise. The Xbox 360 Edition also laid the groundwork for future console adaptations, eventually leading to ports for the PS3, PS4, Wii U, and eventually the Nintendo Switch. For many players, the Xbox 360 Edition was our greatest Minecraft experience, marking a pivotal moment when Minecraft went from a niche PC game to a global phenomenon. At this point, the Redstone Minecraft machine was unstoppable. It was ported to every platform imaginable, and custom versions were even created for schools. Minecraft wasn't just a game, it was a learning opportunity. Teachers discovered that Minecraft could keep students engaged far better than any textbook, so they jumped at the chance to mold the minds of the future with Minecraft Education Edition. Technically, there was an earlier version called Minecraft Edu, but it didn't last long and is no longer available. Education Edition, however, is still going strong. With features like chalkboards, learning portfolios, even a code builder, students can engage themselves in ways never seen in the classrooms of the past. While this was revolutionary for the franchise and gaming overall, in 2017, Minecraft made a decision that would change everything forever. Remember when I said there was a Minecraft that was so bad it disappeared permanently? We're getting there, but first, before September 2017, many players had to be on the same platform to party up with friends, which was limiting and frustrating for those on console. But ever since Microsoft acquired Minecraft only a few years prior, they had big plans to bridge the gap for players across the globe. There are many updates that stand out in Minecraft's development, but the Better Together update is arguably the most impactful. This update allowed gamers to connect on both PC and console while playing Minecraft Bedrock. From this point on, nothing was off limits. Most companies would take this success as the ultimate win and occasionally release updates or patches as needed. But not Microsoft. They knew they had a gold mine or a diamond mine on their hands, and a few years later decided to do something drastic. The pandemic was a lesson for all of us. A lesson in mental health, perseverance, and for the Minecraft team, a lesson in timing. Minecraft Earth was designed to do what many children had wanted since the beginning. They wanted Minecraft to be real, and for a brief moment, it was. But unbeknownst to the Minecraft team, when they released their first ever augmented reality version of this game in November 2019, the entire framework, purpose, and design would be rendered useless. Still, that didn't stop the fun. Minecraft Earth captured the genius of Pokemon Go and fused it with the legacy of what was a simple block game, but now was a tangible adventure. Players could see themselves on the map as they traversed the new landscapes provided to them. They could accept challenges, share worlds with their friends, and mine like never before. It was a brilliant concept. It was just timed horribly. And that's not anyone's fault. A mere 4 months after its initial release, the world stopped. No one could have predicted it. It just was. Still, they tried desperately to keep things alive. But barely 1 year after COVID reared its ugly head, Mojang said goodbye forever and thanked us for playing. 5 years have gone by since the start of the pandemic, and it left a lasting impression on us all. We learned about each other. We discovered how badly we needed connection and guidance. We understood that while this was scary, it wasn't the end, and neither did Mojang. Because you see, while they were struggling to keep their outside-only game afloat, they had already released another revolutionary product for those trapped inside. Those who, instead of wanting to reflect on the deepest, darkest parts of themselves, could explore a new level of darkness. The immense complexity of Minecraft dungeons cannot be overstated. It's incredible. Mimicking the style of legacy titles like Dota and Diablo, Mojang took what already was perfection and made it even better. You have seemingly infinite levels and worlds to traverse, countless enemies. If you're brave enough, you can even take on the Tower, the ultimate test of skill with both high risk and high reward. This game did something to me that I can't explain. It scratched that itch for improvement. Every level I traversed just made me want more. Better weapons, better armor, better items. I became obsessed and consumed. Once again, Mojang was batting 1,000, and they knew it. I spent hours during the COVID years grinding this game, and even now I still find myself coming back because, let's face it, we all like seeing big numbers on screen. To this day, the tower still rotates, meaning you get new enemies, new challenges, and endless addiction, all for free. Well, if you buy the Xbox Game Pass like I did, it's kind of not free, but you get the idea. The point is, this game was and is so good that I and many others completely overlooked their latest title, and it only released just 2 years ago. I can't tell if it was the marketing or the demand that caused this game to be ignored like it was, but I regret not playing it sooner. Legends is different. The real-time strategy aspect offers a unique challenge that I never thought I'd touch. It's the same reason I barely wanted to try Dungeons until my friends forced me to try it. I was never a real-time strategy guy, but this game changed that. The gorgeous cutscenes, intuitive gameplay, and the simplicity that comes with running your army on autopilot, it's all so fluid. I found myself hooked immediately as I tried to find the best angle for attack, the best number of wood people, and of course, how to get the best resources. The story flows well. You're the hero, the Nether is opening up into the overworld, and it's your job to commit mass genocide against the piglins. Yikes. But hey, it's a kid's game, so it's fine, right? Right. That's why I didn't stop playing. I couldn't resist. One more piglin, one more base, one more victory. It seems Mojang, even after being bought out by Microsoft, still creates the best product they can. And that means more today than ever before. Through over a decade of revolutions, changing graphics, new consoles, economic downturns, even a global pandemic, Mojang has remained consistent. They've endured, they've adapted, and it all started with one failed indie project. Maybe that's why Minecraft still matters, because it reminds us that sometimes even the simplest blocks can build something that lasts forever.
Alright, I've created the Tower of Pimps. Everyone worship me.
Sun's going down.
Alright, ingots and wool are...